Nature Guy X46, and this is Nature Guy X46 Presents, and we have made it to our 4th video in this week's video lineup. Our video today is all about winter. More precisely, we are looking at how do animals survive winter, and this topic was suggested by another one of my subscribers who goes by the name MinionBot. So let's get wild. Wood frogs are really interesting, and I know my red-eyed tree frog is not a wood frog, but we're going to use them anyway. Wood frogs are quite interesting. Now, many frogs hibernate in the bottom of ponds, lakes, or streams. Wood frogs, though, are a completely different animal. They find a spot where they can settle into the forest floor. And they do get some insulation from the leaves and the snow that covers them, but the wood frog isn't done yet. Wood frogs spend winter being frozen. That is right, frozen. And they can be frozen for 8 months. And still they will thaw out and be fine. Now the liver, or their liver, produces a huge amount of glucose, which is a sugar. And that keeps their cells from freezing, but also keeps the frog from dehydrating. This allows the ice from getting into the cells or into the organs, which would kill the frog. For these frogs, there is 0 muscle movement, 0 heartbeat, and yes, 0 respiratory action. In the spring, the frog thaws out from the inside out over time. Now, what do wasps do during the winter? Well, first off, the males, well, they die off. First thing that the queens and the females that will become queens will do is find a place to spend the winter. And they enter into a state called diapause, which is something akin to hibernating. Keep in mind, they do not really hibernate. Now, what about toads? Unlike frogs who dig into the bottom of a lake or pond, toads will dig into the soil, and they can dig down to about 19 inches before stopping. Toads will enter a state where their breathing, heart rate, and temperature all slow down. Like many other animals, they will not feed at all. But what about spiders? Some spiders actually produce a biological antifreeze in their tissues. Then they'll find a place to sit out winter, usually under leaves or even in the top layer of soil. Some spiders enter diapause and they just slow down. What about snapping turtles? And I know my little sea turtle is not a snapping turtle, but we're going to go with it. They enter brumation, but they don't do this on land, they do this in water. And they will move into slightly deeper water, but not too deep. The water needs to have enough oxygen in it that they can breathe, but deep enough that they're not going to freeze. Now, they will actually breathe through their skin, which helps them absorb oxygen through their mouths, their legs, and even their cloaca. Now, if you don't know, reptiles don't have 2 different openings for waste and reproduction. So yes, they kind of breathe in through their butt. They build up acids in their bodies, and to counteract that, they actually take calcium from their shells. Okay guys, for now, it's time for me to say see you in the next one.